Yeah, viewers all over the world. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, Ogbuefi Ezeana, ugochitubelu na Oraifite, I'm an ancient high priest. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afọ gbaa family ebidokwa dị ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. So you can call me a priest or an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke eziokwu isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa bụ thou shalt not commit murder. Yes. The message in Achịkọwala anyị na is very important for you not to destroy what you cannot create. Human life is sacred. You are not permitted in creation whatsoever to commit murder. Even people that committed murder, they committed dastardly act against Jesus and Dokobia. They committed murder. Even the elders that committed such act understand too well that they committed murder. That's why they said, let the blood be on their head and their children's heads. So no act of murder will never go scot-free. Even in the eyes of the spirit and in the eyes of the law, you must collect. Because human life is sacred. Human beings is the only beings in the gross material world to supersede, to run their affairs in the gross material world and rule. We are the small gods. So in creation, no human being is permitted to commit murder, whatever reason. You can discipline somebody when the person goes wrong, but committing murder, you are not permitted. So it's not to kill, but commit murder. It's not easy as you think, because now whenever you commit murder, what is simple means that you have put a stop to Ijo's Inyabonye, the primary reason why the person was created. Every human being here on earth is here for a purpose. So when you commit murder, you have put a stop to the person's earthly existence. So how can you be able to do the person's work? Whenever you commit murder, you have put yourself against the forces that came to this world with that person. So it's a serious blunder. Once you commit murder, you go in for it. And if the proper thing and remorse was not shown, the proper punishment that is commensurate with what you have done, your family will continue where you stop. All this is what we are going to discuss today. But before we dive into today's lecture, don't forget that we are still in the second month of the 2026 using Roman calendar. Our monthly ritual for the month is still ongoing. You can join us anywhere you are all over the world. Distance is never a barrier in all we do in the temple. This morning I have gone to the temple to make sacrifices, rituals on behalf of those that joined us. The friends of the temple, the children of the temple, the members of the Restoration Evangelical Mission and Consecratory Group. That's how we have been doing it. We started this group rituals almost for over 4 years now. We have massive testimonies, but as you all know, we don't share testimonies here. It's not why we are here. But note that Chukwu na-emere onwe ya ha. Ike dị na aja na-achụ n'igwe maka na igwe bụ ike. So if you are interested in joining our monthly rituals, what you have to do is to chat me on WhatsApp. Then make token donation to the account number. Forward your 3 prayer requests we place in the altar. Then chat me on WhatsApp. I will tell you other details we need for you in order to book you. My WhatsApp number remains. Look on your screen, you see my number 0805 78 37672. I repeat 0805 78 37672. Now let's proceed. What am I saying? What I'm saying in essence is this. What you should know about why you are not permitted to commit murder is this. One, human beings is created by God. Chukwu na-enye nwa. Don't tell me that no mmadụ na-enye nwa. No, Chukwu na-enye nwa. You know why? And don't tell me that you got your wife pregnant, therefore this is na-enye nwa. No. Even that seed is germinated, is deposited in the woman's womb. It's not your own making. It's a gift from above. How the seed came to your body, you don't even know. And again, know it that human beings comprises two personalities: the spiritual you and the physical you. The spiritual you is the spirit in you, while the physical you is the vessel. The earthly clock you, the body. The body is what you use to cover the spirit in you. And no human being will determine the kind of spirit that will possess him and be using your body as a vessel. So every determination is done there in the spiritual realm. So what is simple means that you are not the author and the finisher of human's life. And for the fact that you are not the author and the finisher of human's life, you are not permitted in creation to destroy what you cannot create. Human life is so sacred because human spirit is in charge of this gross material world, because we are higher we originated from the higher space, let me put it this way, than other elemental beings and the animalistics that have been living here on earth. It will interest you to know, before human being was created, the earth has been in existence. And those animals, animalistics and the rest of them and the elemental beings have been living here on earth thousands of years before man was created. But man was given the commandments to overrule, to rule, dominate of all the earthly elements, for simple reason, because human spirit emanated from the higher realms more than the other animalistics. Our origin is higher than those elemental beings and the animals that lives in this gross material world before we came. So human being is the only human being that possesses that spark of God. Other animals, other creatures does not possess that spark of God. And that spark of God is what made us different. It is true that there is nothing different between human and animal anatomy. We agree. But there is something that made human being different. And that thing that made human being different is called mankendo. That thing that made human being spirit is that spark of God. That spark of God, which is the only way we resemble God in a little way. And that's why we are called small gods. The spark of God in us. And that is why we are the only creatures that was given the opportunity to make choices. And know that every choices we made, there is consequences if we ever made negative choices. So we were given all that freedom in creation to do whatever we like. However, giving us that responsibility to use our conscience to determine the way we want to follow, there is consequence that follows it when you deviate from that particular thing. Yes, that particular part. So what I'm saying in essence is this. Note that in creation, Human being, we are only a pencil in the hands of the creator. We are not the creator of man. So remember what I told you before, that we are not permitted to destroy what we cannot create. And you know the consequence, that whenever you take life, you pay with your own life. Because you are not permitted to take life what you cannot create. And it's not okay. It's not yet cool when you murder somebody. There is consequence, because that person was sent an errand on this earth for a purpose. So you take responsibility, you answer query why you terminated someone that was sent on errand, terminated the person's mission. Who gave you the impetus to terminate the person's errand that was sent to him by forces of nature? 2. Remember that every human being here on earth came to this world with his or her own dot. And were spiritual forces that escorted you to this gross material world. Ndị Igbo nwere ike ịkpọ ya mmụọ ikwu nne gị, ma mmụọ ikwu nna gị, ma mmụọ gị na ha so bi ụwa. Most of us came in this world as a team with a group of other spirits that's supposed to complement us and support us, for us to be able to fulfill our earthly existence. So when you murder someone, you have cut the person's mission here on earth short. Now, and you have attracted anger and query unto yourself. 1, you'll be queried, why do you stop someone that nature have sent an errand to be here on earth? On whose authority you stop the person? Yes. 2, you have another answer to give to those forces that came to with the person here on earth to support the person, to achieve the person's aim and mission objectives. So but not the consequences that follows. How to curtail the forces that came to this world with the person. What will you give them as a reason why you cut the person's life short? 1, you are not the person that sent the person to this world for a mission. And now you did not care about that. You murdered the person and cut the person's work short. Now, are you ready to fill the person's vacuum? Are you ready to do the person's work? Do you know the person's value in his or her family? Do you know if the person is the breadwinner of their family? Do you know the responsibility? Do you know the people that are looking up to him? So all these things is what you caution. Do you know that single murder you committed can turn entire family hope upside down? Do you know that there are some people that you cut their life short, you have destroyed that family in total? Remember the story that what happened the other day. An apprentice got angry for reason best known to him, and he went on a deadly mission. He used mortar. You know mortar now? Mortar they used to pound something. He used that mortar to murder his master. Just 18-year-old boy. Murder his master. And in order to cover his track, he went inside the room trying to murder a sister of his master. And had they been succeeded in murdering that sister of his master, he would have escaped unhurt. But by the time he began to hit the head of that particular master sister, the lady wake up. I've already struck her twice. Maybe he did not get her the way he wanted it. And then the lady got up and began to run outside, began to shout, calling people for help. At midnight, that is how that lady's life was saved. But for his brother, the master of this particular boy, is gone forever. And I see the world we are living in. Committing murder, people don't see it as anything, but believe in me, there is no family that soil their hands in blood that will ever remain the same. In anything you do on earth, make sure you do not soil your hands with blood. Let nobody's blood be on your head, because you must expect tire. In the spiritual realm, no one goes, or in the next world, somebody that meted this kind of heartless murder to someone, in your next world, this particular boy that committed this kind of thing, in next world, maybe he will suffer something similar to what he did to another person, for him to test the kind of food he cooked for another person. Note that if you are a type that killing, murdering people, believe in me, the sword of murder will never depart from your family, because of that singular taking life. You are not permitted to take some people's life, and once you do, there is serious consequence that is there waiting for you. You will explain tire. So note that whatever happens, no matter what, if you are doing anything with anybody and the relationship is no longer cordial, please, it's better to discharge the person. Is it marriage? Is it any business partner? Discharge the person than taking somebody's life. You are not permitted. By so doing, you have already soiled your hands in blood, because you will spend time. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, or you want us to do deep consultation for you, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 78 37672. I repeat, 0805 78 37672. Let us pray. Ekwem na Chineke. Ekwem na ọ dị ihe si n'ime ike nke Chineke na-apụghị izigbo ụzọ m ga-esi lụgbuo ya, n'ihi na ọ mazuru ihe niile. Obi m siri ike na Chineke emeworo m ya gazie. May the blessings of Chukwu Premier be with you all. May you be protected. May you be blessed now and forevermore. Ya gazie, udo dịrị unu.